Hello and welcome to Edinburgh Castle. This is the ceremony known as the opening of the Scottish Parliament, and it's actually the fifth opening of the Scottish Parliament, and it took place on Saturday the 2nd of July 2016. Now what happens here is that the Crown of Scotland is taken out from its home in Edinburgh Castle, stuffed into a Rolls Royce Phantom under the supervision of the Duke of Hamilton. Many people ask me who the guy is in the car.
Yeah. I saw Princess Diana's rose pad, it's so pretty, in the window.
Push that one, shut up.
Oh, I know. That was really...
She was ripping man knitting. Right, so the Rolls Royce Phantom has, or is just about to come over the drawbridge. So this is the Black Watch, the 3rd Battalion of the Royal Regiment of Scotland. So we have pipes and drums and troops, and together they form the escort to the Crown. And we're off. First tune is the Glendorrell Highlanders. Security woman standing right in front of me, that's her hair blowing about. That's the GSM accompanying the Crown of Scotland, and there's the Duke of Hamilton in the car with it. A lot of comments say I wouldn't mess with this wee guy at the back with the red sash. It's time to fight the crowd. It was pretty deep with tourists. Right, I've managed to get past those tourists now. So this street is the Royal Mile. It runs from Edinburgh Castle all the way to Holyrood Palace, which we'll see soon. Royal Mile is mainly cobbles, not good for the tackety boots. Slippy slippy. This tune is the Green Hills. Now I have a wee problem here. Let me explain it to you. YouTube uses a system called Content ID to look for copyrighted tunes. For some reason, that system determines that this tune is copyrighted and leaves you with 3 options. Do nothing, remove the tune by slicing this segment out of the video, or mute the tune, leaving the segment in the video with no sound. So for something like this where we need some continuity, it's difficult. So the other point being that these tunes are hundreds of years old, and I didn't think copyright lasted any more than, 50 years, we'll give it. I've had copyright decisions overturned before on YouTube actually. One of my listeners asked why Colonel Bogey had been copyrighted by CD Baby, that well-known production company. So he challenged it with YouTube and CD Baby, and they caved in and released the copyright. So you'll see that on my channel. It's got over 5 million views. The original version of this parade has 7.7 million views, and when I first stuck it on YouTube on the 2nd of July 2016, there were absolutely no issues with copyright on this at all. The issues have just happened as the Content ID system has been tightened up with more and more tunes added. This is where the Remembrance service takes place in November. So he gets eyes right. No, sorry, it's left.
Oh, it's not too long, it's okay.
The bass drummer doesn't miss a beat from the start of this parade to the end. Okay, so another tune that Content ID likes to say is copyrighted. This one's Highland Laddie. In fact, if you do not do something about this tune, then your video will be unviewable in over 100 countries. So what I've decided to do is talk over the top of it, because that puts a personal stamp on it, should we say. I like this low down angle actually. This video is shot in 4K using a Panasonic Lumix FZ1000E camera. Really annoyingly here, the next tune is going to be Scotland the Brave with the Black Bear. And for years Content ID left those ones alone, but not anymore. They are on the list of naughty tunes. The Royal Mile Market. So this is the Black Bear. So they say, and they shout, UK! that. It was the pipe major nowadays of 3 Scots of Black Watch who told me that's what they say. More of them get involved in the UK now. This one's Scotland Bay. Weather was favourable that day, it was a bit windy, but apart from that it stayed dry. Learned a few lessons since this parade. Walk up the route to check for stupid things like that container there, so you get on the right side of the road. I'm on the right side of the road for this parade actually, because you can follow all the way to the end on this side. If you go on the other side, it passes Queensberry House, entrance to the Scottish Parliament, and that's blocked off. So I was more prepared for the 20th anniversary of the Scottish Parliament Parade and the recent 6th opening of the Scottish Parliament. Back to the first tune, the Glendorrow Highlanders. Content IT is okay with that one. Lots of the comments are all about the lovely shops that are on the Royal Mile. There are lots of shops that sell Scottish souvenirs, known as tat. Most of them are owned by the Gold Brothers. One of my friends is Malap Singh Gold. Sells the tattoo tickets. If you want a ticket for the tattoo, give me a shout. This is me crossing the road at the World's End pub. Not my best decision ever. It's a nice view there. That piper at the front right, if you're facing down now, is the pipe major. And the fellow in front of him with the mace is the drum major. And the drum major's job is to stop and start the tunes. Some of the other comments of this video is I don't show enough of the troops, and I know I'm guilty of that. I just love to stick with the pipes and drums. But I think you'll see some of the troops coming up here. There's the death stare for that wee fella. Okay. I was just interrupted by my wife there, who didn't realise what I was doing on this cold and frosty Sunday afternoon. Here's Duke Hamilton with his crown. Interestingly, when I went to the dress rehearsal this year, they don't use the real crown for the dress rehearsal. It's like something out of Burger King. So the tune is The Green Hills. Content ID will have that copyrighted. Thus I'm making it personal. Hope you don't mind. Not sure what building that was getting refurbed there. So we've got barriers now on the Royal Mile, so there are crossing points, but it makes it more difficult to get the other side of the road where I really should be at this point in time, as I mentioned earlier. The other name for the Green Hills of Tyrone is a Scottish soldier. There's one of the tat shops there, Prestige Scotland. I noticed the photographers absolutely love that shop when there's a parade. They stop and they trying to get folk with kilts in the foreground with that shop in the background. Yeah, plenty of troops now. GSM and the Crown of Scotland with the Duke of Hamilton. Parade will be passing Canongate Kirk soon. It's on the other side of the road. I've been to a concert in there by the Royal Regiment of Scotland Band. It was free, it was very good. Me and my lap went to it. So what happens further down the road is that the Queen and her husband, Prince Philip the Duke of Edinburgh, are staying at Holyrood Palace, right at the foot of the Royal Mile. Now they will come up in their Daimler and go in the Queensberry entrance to the Scottish Parliament. Highland Laddie again. Or Highland Laddie. The boy from the Highlands. People make comments in my videos saying don't call the tune Highland Laddie, but that's what it is. Lots of closes in Edinburgh, there's one there. Closes coming off the Royal Mile. You get these ghost tours where they take you down the closes and tell you stories, and characters run up and scare you, pretending they're ghosts. Scotland the Brave. Oh, and the Yesers have got their flags out. Maybe we should talk about that a little bit. In 2014, 2 years prior to this event, there was a vote whether Scotland should become an independent country. So the Yes Brigade wants Scotland to leave the United Kingdom and stand on its own, and the No voters, who won 55% to 45% of the vote, wanted Scotland to remain as part of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. That's where we are today, although the now First Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon, is desperate to have a second vote on independence, even though this 2014 vote was a once in a generation vote, and we're at 2021 today, so that's 7 years. 7 years a generation? Don't think so. Right, so I'm stuck here. Should have been on the opposite side of the road. Schoolboy error. Now have to go back to one of the crossing points and cross, but by that time all the soldiers have dispersed up and down the Royal Mile. So this is the Queen's Archers, or Queen's Royal Company of Archers, I think they're called. It's not all of them. I've seen more of them recently in Edinburgh than that. About twice the size at the Sir Walter Scott 250th parade. So the building there is Queensberry House. It's one of the entrances to the Scottish Parliament. The Scottish Parliament was opened in 1999 but didn't use this building because it hadn't been constructed. Instead it used the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland's building in the Mound. This building was built at the cost of over £500 million by a Spanish architect who sadly is no longer with us. Yeah, the Scottish Parliament. So there's another band down at Holyrood Palace playing for the Queen. So there we have the then Mayor of Edinburgh. This Queen's on her way. Her and Prince Philip are in that Daymore at the front. Exact same car was used in the 20th anniversary and the 6th opening that I've attended.
Excuse me, please. Excusez-moi. Muchas gracias, señorita.
GSM with the red on. This year people were getting really excited. They're saying, oh, the Queen's going to get out of our side. Nah, doesn't work that way. Of course, Prince Philip passed away in April of this year, sadly. Didn't quite make the 100. Means Prince Charles is now the Duke of Edinburgh. Not many folk know that. So we've got some MSPs waiting there. One of the funny comments someone left was, is that Rod Stewart? The lady with the tartan on and the colourful hairdo. No, it's not Rod Stewart. Piper's the pipe major of 3 Scots, the Black Watch. Saw him earlier. Healing laddie. And there she goes. So, thanks for watching my video. Much appreciated, and I hope you keep coming back and watching my channel. Have a good day and a great Christmas.